we have a conference called the Defending the American Dream Summit. It's in Crystal City, Virginia, and also attended by a similar set of lunatics. And it's got mainstream Republican politicians, but I'm not sure any Republican politicians are mainstream anymore, but there are at least large ones like Newt Gingrich, Senator Jim DeMint of South Carolina. So they got, DeMint's a little bit of a whack job, but he is a United States Senator, right? So first, the conference started with Herman Cain, who's a Georgia-based talk show host, saying that he read the first paragraph of the Declaration of Independence last year at this summit, apparently, and he read it without a teleprompter. Teleprompter, Obama. Oh, please. Now he gives this quote in this year's conference. This year, I would like to begin my speech by reciting the second paragraph without teleprompter. When any form of government becomes destructive of those ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. And if that wasn't clear enough, he repeated it. Quote, it is our right to alter or abolish it. We have a lot of that to do. So here we go again. Now, last week, Newsmax put up an article, conservative website, saying maybe we should do a coup against Obama. Now they're talking about altering or abolishing the United States government. And later on, a Wall Street Journal columnist, Stephen Moore, said that this is, quote, the real second American Revolution. So this kind of rhetoric continues. Newt Gingrich gets up there and he says, quote, the socialist wing of the Democratic Party is going to lead the Democratic Party to a massive defeat comparable to 1994. Yeah, good luck to you, okay? Let's see how that works out for you. But what's interesting to me about that is, one, the level of delusion, because it's going to be nothing like 94. They have no idea what's going on in this country if they think there's going to be a tidal wave in favor of the Republicans in the next election. I mean, as I've said 100 times, they might pick up a couple of seats, but there's no way in the world that they're going to pick up 50 seats or anything along those lines as they did in 94. They're crazy if they think that. Number two, what's with using the word socialist? I mean, this guy's a former Speaker of the House, calling the Democratic Party socialist. I mean, he's going along to feed the base. Everything's in an effort to feed this crazy, insatiable base. And then coming back to Stephen Moore, that columnist for the Wall Street Journal, he, of course, called global warming in a speech, quote, the greatest hoax of the last century. And he got, overwhelming applause for that line. Yeah, there's no global warming. Science sucks. Yeah. And then DeMint came out and gave away the Republican agenda here, I think, in its entirety. He said, quote, we know in this room that when the government says, yes, we can, we need to stand up and say, no, you can't. I mean, there it is. That's the Republican ideology as best as they got it. Their philosophy is, no, you can't. At least if they have their way, they're going to try to block everything and, change, reform. They're not interested. Making money from the status quo, that stovetop, I'm staying. That they're interested in. And Senator DeMint is trying to capture this base because he's obviously going to run in 2012, and he's trying to be the furthest right of anybody out there.